Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with the painting tutorial, the second part on the rock trader from the Blackstone Fortress. So in the first part I arrived to the stage that you can see here, most of the base colors plus some shades, and in the case of the face I did all the shading and highlights. So we are going to come here with the second part. I will try to finalize the painting of the miniature in this second part. And let's start cracking in. Please give a like if you like these videos, share if you think other people can be interested on that, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and don't forget to click the bell button if you want to have notifications. So we are going to work now on the trousers, and I'm going to use fluorescent gray to do the stripes. Okay, so I want to do stripes and on the trousers as it's in the miniature paint by Games workshop. So this is going to be quite tricky, but I will try to see if I manage to do that. I'm using fluorescent gray, a lighter gray, and you can see I start doing a mistake. What is gray? Okay, so let's go down. Okay, we are going to do the second one. And this is quite tricky because we have a lot of ornaments around, and this is why I wanted to do some of the details. I wanted to paint by zones, but then I went for all the base colors. So I will try to see if I can reach. It's going to be. So yeah, we'll build in here this scarf. Okay, this is going to be okay. I'm going to paint here. Okay, this is just for me the guidance. I will have also the funk, that was the other color, to clean up and to help me on these stripes. Okay, so we are going to that. Here I need to go to the top. Okay, and then this one I will not do the back of the trousers because it's impossible to do, to be fair. If you want to do the back of the trousers, you have to do before you glue the cape, or the jacket, sorry. But here I think I will be able to reach. Okay, and what we are going to do now, using the fan, I will clean up a little bit this. Okay, I will put it a little bit here. Here I will go. Yeah, this is a very tricky one. So I try to make this a little bit like that. We will clean this way I prefer. So okay, and let's do the other leg. So we will start, for example, doing something quite at the back. Okay, I will do then. It's good that he's dressing quite Renaissance. Okay, I'm going to worry if this happens. Important now is to make nice lines. I'm going to do this. Perfect. The other thing I want to do, I'm thinking how I will do the decoration on the jacket, so we need to think a little bit more about that. So I find this combination of colors to be quite nice and discreet. Okay, so you see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to thicker a little bit. I'm going to make closer this one here. Okay, and now that it's too close, go with the fan. Now it's making more sense. Here we have the trousers. Thing is looking good. I'm going to do now this, I don't know how to call it, protection of the novel parts, and I will use dryad bark. Instead of using black, I think we'll make it more interesting to go for a very old type of leather. Okay, so I'm going to start with dryad, and I'm going for something a different leather color than the one I use for the belt and the boots. So I want to play a little bit with the brown colors. Okay. It's looking quite nice. Okay. Very good. Okay. So next step, I'm going to paint this back here. I will go for different brown as well. We can use, for example, XV88 for this one. Okay. Here we have. So we are going to apply this here. Okay, so I do, this is going to be tricky as well. We have the hand, it's difficult to reach. So as I said, it was a part of a little bit of a mistake to put everything together, because it makes quite hard to paint all the different details. Have to reach it from the other side. This have to be tricky because we don't want to dirty now the jacket. Okay, and I will wait while this dries. So while this is drying, I'm going to go to highlight a little bit the white, okay, the white shirt that he has under. So we remember that the base color we use was Celestia gray. So now I'm going to use white scar. Just let me move a little bit the camera. Okay. So we put it here. the neck. And I will do this one here. Okay. So we dipped a little bit there. I will use now Bainblade brown. I will use Bainblade brown to highlight the pelt. I will clean this mistake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to touch the texture like that. Okay, let me show you here, it's going to be easier. So when we don't have darker brown, I'm going to okay. So you have to be patient. Okay, so I will do this on all over the belt and I'm back. Next, I'm going to use Agate Air Shade on the back that we painted previously. Again, I try to do, I know the belt is not one, but not, I was waiting this, but I will try to do now from the most hiding detail to the most exposed. At the same time I will correct mistakes. For example, I just have seen a mistake here. When I see a mistake, I correct it straightforward. So I see that I put light gray on the jacket, so I will take Cantor blue. And I will correct this small mistake there. This is my way when I see a mistake to avoid that I forget it. So now I will paint with a light silver. So we can use spin metal if you want. Or this time I will use Stonehouse silver. So I will paint some metallic parts that I did not paint before. Some are these ornaments on the dagger. Okay, these ornaments or the spars. Okay. We'll do this small part visible here of the blade that I forgot before. Again, a tricky part in the inside. Here I will do black, and then this I will do also. We'll do like a nacre color, but I will put the trigger in metallic. Okay. Here the trigger and the bottom of this part here of the handle, and then rest I will do like if it's nacre. We'll do this in white as well as the smoking thing. Okay, so let's put the color everywhere, and then we can just focus on the detail. So I'm going to now do the nacre parts, as I said, and I will start using Screaming Skull. Okay, you can use Screaming Skull, or you can use Usbati Bone. This time I will use Screaming Skull. To be fair, there is not much difference between these two colors. Screaming Skull is a little bit warmer as a color, so I will put this one here. It's a nice detail that he's smoking. Okay. The intention is to do this type of ivory color here. Okay. Maybe it's made from a bone of an animal, from a horn, as it was used in the past. We're using the ivory from the elephants to do a lot of these type of things. Okay, and this looks more a ceremonial pistol than really, because it's quite nicely detailed. I will apply as well ivory, so to do the sensation that this is an ornamented pistol. Okay. Have to be careful not to miss here. What do I do there? To be fair, the trigger should have been done later, but it's quite okay. Okay, we'll wait that this dries. We can use also this ivory to do the teeth, fangs of the creature. Maybe he used the bottom jaws fangs to do the ornaments. Rock Traders and maybe Rock Traders and Inquisitors are my favorite characters from the 40k Millennium. I think they are super independent. They have quite a good. Inquisitors normally more power. Like Rock Traders, if they do well, they also can have quite a good amount of power. Okay. I think for the claws, for this claw here and for the back spines, I will go for a darker color. So I will start. I will go for a greyish color. So I will start with Ashing Grey. Then we will highlight from there. Okay. So Ashing Grey is not. I'm thinking maybe it's not contrasting that much, but yeah. Okay, so I paint also the back spines with etching gray, and I will be back. Next, I'm going to use Nun oil on the trousers. So I'm going to, and I will put as well Nun oil on the spikes here. Okay. So I will apply Nun oil here, the spikes. As well on the clothes, and I will apply this on the trousers, but on the trousers I will be selective. I will apply as well on the leather part we have put here. So I will apply first here, okay, we'll apply here in the middle of the buckle. And now we are going to apply this on the inside of these wrinkles. And here. Okay, I'm going to apply this also in this part. And this one. Okay, and on this thing. Well, yeah, okay, this is good enough. So next I'm going to focus a little bit on the cigar. For the cigar I will use first a little bit of brown. Okay, I will use, like, if it's, so this is a good color for a cigar. So I will paint it as it is cigar color, not cigarette. Okay. And now I'm going to paint the smoke on gray. So I will use some vermilion fur, or we can use downstone. Okay, I will use downstone. I go for a lighter gray, not very dark. Here. This part here, don't forget. Okay. So now, while this is drying, I will work on the red. So I will use again corn red. and I will highlight this part here. Okay, and I will do the same on the other side. So I want to leave next to the gold darker. Okay, if you make a mistake like me, just go back to the gold. I will do it now. Okay, we try to remove first the paint. If it's not moving, as it dries. Apply a little bit of gold like that. Okay, so we do here, and we do as well on the sleeves. Okay, so I will do that, and I'm back for the next step. So this is how it looks like now, and I'm going to apply a second red that is going to be Mephiston red, okay, as a second highlight. I'm going to do this mainly on this side. Here, we're going to do here. And in this one, we're going to do as well. Okay. Let's work on the Aquila in the armor plate. I'm going to use Auric Armor Gold. No. We're going to make this part brighter. Okay, and we can use as well a little bit on some of the gold ornaments here. We need to still wash some of them, so we can do this now. We'll apply the Raglan Flake Shade at the handle of the sword. And I will do as well, so I will do here. Okay, instead of applying Seraphim, you can apply this or Seraphim Sepia. I like a little bit the reddish tone. This not too much, as you can see. Okay, and I'm going to do it as well here on the gold. Be careful not to go into the silver or into the steel, and not to do it on the hand either. Okay, here we are. So on the cigarette I will use Seraphim Sepia. Okay, on the, I don't know how this is called, the thing to smoke the cigarette. instead of insert here and here to give a little bit of the knacker look. Okay. Now I will take orange and use the Fire Dragon Bright. And I will apply this very little at the tip of the cigarette. Okay. I will correct the small mistake, the cigarette, or a miss that I did. And now I will use a light grey, that is this one, Administrator Grey. To do some highlights on the smoke, especially the top part. Okay. Let's go back to the trousers, so I will highlight a little bit the thing he's wearing on the top of the trousers. So I will take again, I will use more Frank Brown. And we are going to put very little here. Now I come back with Agua Air Shade and go on top of all this. Okay. Let's do very soft highlight on the trousers. I'm going to use Fenrisian Grey. And we are just going to touch the folds. This, and this. We'll do the same on the other side. something like that, and we can do just there. Okay, you can see here I'm changing a lot from one color to the other. So next I'm going to highlight on the brown we did before, and I'm going to use now Squack brown. Okay, and with that we are going to highlight all the letters, the letter we did with the Dumble brown. So what I'm going to do, for example here, I start on this side, then I go down, okay, something like that. I'm going to highlight the buckle, not the buckle, I mean the bell in the buckle. We are going to keep highlighting all the different brown. Okay, you see? Now I'm going to do the boots. Okay, so you can imagine I will highlight all the different parts of the boots. So I will highlight now the boots as I did the other parts, and I will be back. So this is how it's looking like now, okay? And now I take Tau Light Aqua to do the laces. Yeah, we have the laces of the shoes here. Okay, so just very carefully. And I was thinking which color to use, if darker, lighter. I think lighter makes more sense in this case. The other option is to ignore them and think that are painted in the same, they are not painted, they are from the same material as the boots, the same color as the boots. It's up to everybody, this one. And next I'm going to use Gother Brown, and I'm going to highlight the darker part of the belt here. Okay, so it is still very flat, this part, so with Gother Brown I will try to help on the highlight. There is some wind outside. Okay, and it's the same we did on the rest of the belt, right? We just try to touch each of this part of the sculpt. this will make the pattern we did before less evident. Okay, so we'll do the tail and I will be back. Okay, next I'm going to use a stone vermin fur to do some highlights on this type of back spikes that are on that animal. Something like that. So we start on the tip and we go down a little bit. So we'll do the other side. Now I will come with even a lighter gray. I will use administrating gray. We are going to apply this very carefully at the tip. A little bit like that. Go with a very thin line down. Okay. Okay, something like that. So we'll do this side first and then we'll do the other side. Okay, then we'll do the other side. Something like that, and we were forgetting the close. So the close I will do just this and this, and now I come with administrative gray. So the first one was the stone vermin fur as we did. And we apply this on the close. Okay, let's go for one. I think it's going to be the last part. That is the jacket. Okay. Here I will use now McVish blue. You can use McAfee's blue or the fan, depends on the taste of everybody. And we are going to highlight this. I think McAfee's blue will give a nice color. Okay, I have it quite thin. So I want to be thin to be able to avoid that this is too stark, the transition. Okay, and around the ceilings, this is going to be the tricky part, is to do this type of decoration he has here. On top. What they will do, they will go around. So you want to go with this color next to the engrave. Leaving the engrave with the darker color. Okay. We do the other side. We also have to do these leaves here. Okay. Here makes no sense. Okay, the one we did, now I'm going to do the other side. So I will do the other side as I did the first one, and I'm back. Next, I'm going to use Calgar Blue. Okay, I was just doing a little bit of test here to increase a little bit the highlights. But we don't. It's very diluted in my case, so it's very watery, and I like that because I'm just mainly using it as a little bit of a filter. Okay, or like a glaze almost, right? So I do it, but you will see when it dries, it's really subtle. Okay, and this is what I wanted because I want to keep the dark color. So you don't want to go too extreme. Okay. And the point is, I will go again around this thing. This is the most maybe difficult part. I usually want to avoid to go into the engrave. But you want to keep the engrave as it is, darker, but you want to go around to make it pop up a little bit more. Okay, something like that. We're going to do this leaf. Okay, you can see quite subtle, working very well. If you want a little bit more, you go a second time. It's better to go lighter and do a couple of layers than trying to do with one layer. I'm a bit too stuck at this point. Okay, as you can see, I'm going back to here. This here I cannot dissimulate completely the join. I should have put green stuff, but I was lazy. But I think all in all, looking quite nice, quite interesting miniature to paint. And this is my last step on the miniature. And here we finalized the tutorial on the rock trader from the Blackstone Fortress. Sorry for having a little bit long, but I think it's a very interesting miniature and it deserves the time we spend on it. Okay, the sword. The only thing we can do on the sword now is I will use a little bit of let me just, because I was forgetting about that, looking for very light silver. I lost the pot. Here it is. Rumfang steel. It's one. You can use Rumfang steel or stone host. Okay, and I have done before a wash with Nun oil. Now what I'm going to do is Rumfang just on the top. Okay, I will not go too crazy on that. So you see that it's looking too dark, the top. You go a little bit more, and then you keep the top of the blade lighter and the bottom darker. And I think with that I will finalize the work. So that's the work on the rock trader from the Blackstone Fortress. I hope you like what you have seen here. I hope you like this tutorial and I hope it was interesting for you. I know that some parts were a little bit tricky to film, especially when I was doing the face in the first part, because I was needing the magnifier glass that I have here to do. So, but yeah, I think it's a nice miniature and I like how it looks like. So that's all for now. Please let me know what do you think, if you have liked this video, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching. See you later, bye.